Hello and welcome back to English with Fliss. Today we will be looking at the two homophones, break and break. So you will learn the difference between break and how to use these words correctly in sentences. So let's have a look at break, B-R-E-A-K. This word has two meanings: to cause something to separate into pieces as a result from a blow or shock, so separating something, a whole something, and then to interrupt an activity or task that one is performing. For example, work, school, exercise, any sort of task. Now, have you heard of Kit Kat's slogan? If not, or if you need a reminder, it is have a break, have a Kit Kat. I really love this slogan. I think it's really clever of Nestle because they're encouraging the consumer to have a break from a task that they're taking part in, but it's also encouraging you to break, like snap, so break the Kit Kat into pieces on your break. I just love it. I think it's so witty and so clever because they've used both of the meanings of that one word, B-R-E-A-K, into their slogan with such a simple sentence. I think it's really effective. I really love it. P.S. I love Kit Kats, so have a break, have a Kit Kat. Anyway, so let's look at some more examples. So, did you break your bone? So you're asking someone if their bone has separated into pieces. Also, side note here, a break and a fracture is the same thing. So if someone says it's just a fracture, it is still a break. Okay, just letting you know that. Have you had your lunch break? So that would be the second meaning of that word, which was an interruption of a task. So this person might be at work and they're interrupting their working task for their lunch break. Okay, everyone, let's take a break. Again, these people will be resting, interrupting their activity to take some time away from that activity. Therefore, they're having a break. Did you break your shoelace? So, like perhaps this person's shoelace snapped into two pieces. It's separated now. We interrupt this story with some breaking news. So they've kind of even said it there. We interrupt this story with some breaking news. So we're splitting up the story we're currently in for some news that's breaking. It's currently happening. So it's breaking news, breaking through. Okay? Now let's have a look at B-R-A-K-E, break. This is usually a device for stopping and slowing down a vehicle. Sorry, not usually. It's a device for slowing and stopping a vehicle, usually by applying pressure to the wheels. I'm not a mechanic, so there could be some other, way that you could use a brake, but that's the example we're going for. That's the example most people will know. Applying pressure to the wheels to stop something, okay? To stop a vehicle. All right, so let's have a look at some examples. The brake is the middle pedal in the car. If you're driving a manual, okay? Probably not an auto because automatic because, they've only got two pedals. But the brake is the middle pedal in the car. Or if it's an auto, your brake is the pedal on the left. Now, step on the brake. So maybe you're teaching a learner how to drive and you need them to stop. So you're going to yell, step on the brake, like stop. And my bike brakes don't work very well. So that means the bike is probably not going to stop as quickly as you want it to, or at all. Whoa, put your brakes on. All right, so that's a metaphor we might use when, someone's coming at you and they're going to say, oh my God, Fliss, this happened today and this happened and then this happened and it's just too much. And then I go, whoa, put your brakes on, like settle down. So they're figurative breaks. So, sorry, that was my chair squeaking. So that is a metaphor there. If you want to learn more about metaphors, I will attach a card in the top right-hand corner for you to look at my similes and metaphors video. But yeah, so putting on some figurative breaks there. So you're telling that person, you need to slow down, like just stop, take a breather, and slow down with what you're saying because I can't understand you. All right, so now let's have our little quiz. You know, I love to do quizzes. It helps solidify your learning and your knowledge. So let's have a look at these sentences. Did they break up? So we're talking about a couple here. Boys, break it up. Maybe two boys are having a fight. Does your go-kart have a good brake system? When you see a red light, you need to apply pressure to the brake. So what I'd like you to do now is to write these sentences down and insert the correct brake, B-R-E-A-K or B-R-A-K-E. So, yep, pause that video now and have a go. Okay, so I hope you've paused the video and you've had a go here. So let's have a look at the answers or the correct brakes. Did they break up? So did the couple separate? You know, they were two people, came as one, they were a couple, and then they broke up. Did they break up? So they've separated. You're asking, did they separate? Boys break it up. So two boys, you know, might be, you know, having a physical altercation. Physical violence is a no-no, people. Don't touch others. Anyway, it's a teacher coming out of me. So you're telling the boys to separate and move away from each other. Break it up. Does your go-kart have a good brake system? B-R-A-K-E, you know, applying pressure to help the go-kart stop. When you see a red light, you need to apply pressure to the brake. B-R-A-K-E. Okay? Now let's do another few sentences. So the handbrake failed and the car rolled. Did you break my window? I think we need to break up. I need a break from reading. I've forgotten which one is the break. Okay, so again, pause the video, write these down and have a go and let's check out the answers. All right, so I hope you've paused your video, you've had a go, and now we are going to have a look at which brake is the correct brake. The hand brake failed and the car rolled, so that's B-R-A-K-E, you know, the device that stops our car from moving. So we want it to stay stationary, but this car did not stay stationary and it rolled because the handbrake failed. It didn't do its job. Maybe it didn't apply enough pressure to the wheel, or the brake pads were worn or something. Again, I'm not a mechanic. Did you break my window? B-R-E-A-K, because it has now separated into hundreds of pieces. Depends how big the window is. Could be thousands, could be millions. I think we need to break up. Again, a couple separating. I need a break from reading. So B-R-E-A-K, which was, you know, having a rest from the task, an interruption from the task that you were doing, and the task at that moment was reading. So you need a rest from that. I've forgotten which one is the brake, B-R-A-K-E. So this person is probably driving. Hopefully they're not actively driving. Hopefully they've sat in the car and told their parent or whoever's teaching them, I've forgotten which one's the brake. So they don't need to ask that question while they're driving because that would be very dangerous. So, sorry I didn't use more examples with the, you know, a breakup of your task. So just remember, you know, you might be exercising, you might run 2 kilometers and then you say, oh man, I need a break. Like you're going to interrupt your running sequence and just to take a quick breather, catch your breath, and then you'll continue. So there's another example for you. Sorry I didn't use it a little bit more, but yeah. So how did you go? Let me know in the comments down below what how you went with the little quiz there, and maybe you can put those two words into sentences for me and use them correctly. So in summary, break, B-R-E-A-K, has two meanings: to cause something to separate into pieces as a result from a blow, shock, or pressure, or to interrupt an activity or task that one is performing. For example, work or school or exercise. And remember the Kit Kat slogan, take a break, have a Kit Kat. So remember, it meant take a break, interrupt your activity, and then it's like take a break, have a Kit Kat, like because you break a Kit Kat into pieces. Unless you're weird and then you just like eat through all the parts you're supposed to snap. That's strange. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I'm a bit weird, but break it up, people. Excuse me. And BRAKE is a device for slowing down or stopping a vehicle, usually by applying pressure to the wheels. So thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and if you learned something new, and leave a comment down below. Like I said, perhaps you have a video suggestion for me to make in the future. I can get on that for you. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can help my channel grow and we can flourish as an English community. And hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. I post every Monday and Friday at 8 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. I'll see you guys next time.